Which Premier League YouTuber slash content creator is the best at Premier League predictions? Let's find out today. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at 16 different Premier League YouTubers' predictions for the Premier League season of 22-23. Now that the season has finished, we can compare everyone's predictions, see who got the most right and the most wrong. It is a bit of fun today guys. Please do make sure to show some support before we get into this video. We'll go for 300 likes on this video. Hit that thumbs up button and do make sure to subscribe down below for more Premier League content. The 16 YouTubers we are using in this video today are myself and Sophie from the Matt SB channel, obviously, Thogden and Thogdad, Statman Dave, Danny Aaron's Clips, vizeh, Miniminter, Ben Foster, Spencer FC, Rory Jennings, Benjamin Bloom, Smiv, Ben HD, James Lawrence Allcott and the Irish guy. I've gone through all of these 16 content creators' predictions before the season and tallied them up to see who got the most Premier League predictions right this season. One thing I will say before we get into this video guys is do make sure to check out all of their channels guys, as they all do fantastic content and a lot of them cover the Premier League on a regular basis. So then guys, we're going to be separating all of these Premier League content creators on a table here. Having been through their Premier League predictions, the way we're going to sort it out is by looking at who got the least points first. So if you predicted a team to finish where they exactly did, you get 0 points. If you predicted a team to finish 3 places away from where they finished, you get 3 points, so on and so forth. The least points, the better. If we find that some of these content creators have the same amount of points as another content creator, then the next thing we're going to separate them by is correct predictions. So predictions that they got spot on. After that, we're also going to have a look at their worst prediction for the season and see who they predicted to finish miles away from where they went on to finish. Last up then, in 16th place, it's Ben Foster. Ben Foster, despite being a former slash current professional footballer, has shown that his Premier League ball knowledge is lacking. He came up last here in 16th place, 88 points, so he got, out of all of his 20 predictions, 88 places out between the 20 of them. He got one prediction bang on, being Manchester City to win the league, which we'll go and see a lot of people did get correct. Ben Foster's worst prediction was Chelsea, who he said would finish in 2nd place. They went on to finish in 12th, costing him 10 points. Ben Foster in 16th place. Next up then, second last in 15th place, we've got Danny Aaron's Clips, who racked up 85 points, also getting one prediction bang on, that prediction being Manchester City again. His worst prediction was also Chelsea, but he didn't say they'd finish 2nd, he said they'd finish 4th, which cost him 8 points. So Danny Aaron's Clips just ahead of Ben Foster in 15th place in this table. In 14th place, we find Spencer FC with 83 points, who did actually get 2 predictions bang on. Those predictions being Aston Villa in 7th place, which is one of the best predictions spot on out of everyone. That is a really good prediction. And Crystal Palace in 11th place, which is also a very good prediction. His worst prediction being Fulham, who he put 9 places lower than where they went on to finish. So Spencer FC has racked up a 14th place finish. Just above the bottom 3, it's myself. My Premier League predictions this year, not the best, but thankfully not the worst. I came in 13th place here with 82 points, 82 places out with my 20 predictions this season. One prediction bang on, being Manchester City. I'm not expecting a pat on the back for that one, as a lot of people did back Man City to win the league. My worst prediction being Fulham, who I said would finish 20th. They went on to finish 10th, so fair play to Fulham for proving me wrong. I will say though, a lot of people did have Fulham to go down, so I'm not alone in that regard. But a 13th place finish, not great. Just above me in 12th place, we find Ben HD, a fellow Championship content creator who did do Premier League predictions before the season. He got 82 points just like me, but he did get 2 predictions bang on, so I've just put him ahead of me in the table. He got Manchester City to win the league, as a lot of us did, and he got Wolves to finish in 13th place, which is a pretty good prediction. The worst prediction from Ben HD being Fulham as well, who he said would finish in 19th place, costing him 9 points. So Ben HD finishes in 12th place. In 11th place, we find James Lawrence Allcott, who got 81 points and 2 predictions bang on. The same as Ben HD, he got Manchester City to win the league and Wolves to finish in 13th place. He did get 2 predictions that cost him 9 points, his worst predictions being Chelsea and Fulham. He overestimated Chelsea and underestimated Fulham, but like I say, a lot of us did underestimate Fulham. James Lawrence Allcott just about sneaks into 11th place. On the same amount of points as James Lawrence Allcott, you find thogdad, had 81 points with 2 predictions bang on. Funnily enough, the same as James Lawrence Allcott and Ben HD, those 2 predictions bang on: Manchester City to win the league and Wolves to finish in 13th place. It seems as if a lot of content creators went off a similar template and had a lot of predictions similar to each other. His worst prediction, thogdad's, being -9. I've got him just ahead of James Lawrence Allcott, as he had 1 prediction that cost him 9 points and James Lawrence Allcott had 2 that cost him 9 points. But thogdad and James Lawrence Allcott pretty much the same amount of points there. Moving up to 9th place, we find smiv back on the road yet again. 80 points with 3 predictions bang on. Pretty good here from smiv. His 3 predictions bang on being Manchester City and Wolves as well, like everyone else seemed to get those 2, and Nottingham Forest in 16th place. So 3 pretty good predictions there from smiv. His worst prediction being Brentford, who he had to go down for some reason in 19th place. That cost him 10 points. But overall, some pretty good predictions here from smiv as he finishes in mid-table. Just about jumping into the top 8, so the top half, we have the Irish guy, 78 points. Only 1 prediction bang on, that being Leeds United to finish 19th, which is a pretty good prediction. He didn't back Man City to win the league, which is quite rare. A lot of people did back them to win the league. What is weird with the Irish guy is when he missed hard. He said Brighton would go down in 18th place, which cost him 12 points. He also said Brentford would finish bottom, costing him 11 points, and he overestimated Leicester City by 10 places as well. So 3 absolute shockers here from the Irish guy, but with some of his other misses, he wasn't that far away. So the Irish guy, despite having some absolute clangers, has finished ahead of a lot of us. Next up then, in 7th place, we find Statman Dave. Statman Dave got 78 points and 1 prediction bang on, which is the same as the Irish guy. A lot of people very close here in the table with how their predictions scored over the season. Statman Dave's correct prediction was Manchester City, no surprises, and his worst prediction being Leicester City. He overestimated them by 10 places. I've got him just ahead of the Irish guy, as his worst prediction was not as bad as the Irish guy's worst prediction. Moving up into 6th place, Sophie SB from this channel has proved she has better Premier League ball knowledge than me over the course of the season, as she got 78 points and 3 predictions bang on. Those 3 predictions being Manchester City, Wolves and Nottingham Forest, who seem to be the 3 teams that pop up the most here. A lot of people thought Man City would win the league, a lot of people thought Wolves would finish 13th, and a lot of people thought Nottingham Forest would finish 16th. So fair play to her for getting those 3 bang on. Her worst prediction being Leicester City, costing her 10 places. Like a lot of people, she did overestimate Leicester City, but not bad predictions here in the Premier League from Sophie. I did just finish ahead of Sophie SB in the Championship predictions, but she has absolutely smashed me in these Premier League predictions. In 5th place then, we find Rory Jennings, who got 77 points and 3 teams spot on, which is quite impressive here from Rory Jennings. A lot of people seem to think he's controversial, which I suppose he can be, but he's proved to have some pretty good Premier League ball knowledge here, coming in 5th place. The correct predictions from him: Manchester City to win the league, Nottingham Forest in 16th place, and Leeds United in 19th. Not many people did get Leeds, so fair play to Rory Jennings for that one. His worst prediction, Brentford, 10 places lower than where they went on to finish. An absolute clanger there from Rory Jennings, but overall he's in the top 5, so not bad from him. In 4th place, we find Thogden, the lad that steals kids' gloves. Despite that, he's actually proved to have pretty good Premier League ball knowledge here, coming in 4th place. 74 points, which is quite impressive, with 4 predictions bang on, which is really good stuff here from Thogden. Manchester City to win the league, Wolves to finish 13th, Nottingham Forest to finish 16th, and Everton to finish 17th. His worst prediction being Leicester City, who he did overestimate by 11 places. That cost him 11 points, but he still finished in the top 4, so not bad at all from Thogden. In 3rd place, we have Miniminter, who did Premier League predictions before the season started and has come up in 3rd place here with only 72 points, which is very impressive. He only got 1 team bang on, that being Manchester City, which the majority of us did get. His worst prediction being Chelsea, who he overestimated by 10 places, but with a lot of his predictions, he was only 1 or 2 places out, so he's actually done very well overall here. Miniminter has come up in 3rd place. So then on to the top 2, and in 2nd place, it's the Championship encyclopedia himself, Benjamin Bloom, who's proved to have very good Premier League ball knowledge with his predictions this season, coming up in 2nd place. He got 71 points, which is the 2nd least amount, which is obviously a very good thing. Benjamin Bloom managed to get 3 teams bang on. Interestingly, he didn't get Manchester City. He said they'd finish in 2nd place, but he did get Everton to finish 17th, Wolves 13th, and Nottingham Forest in 16th. His worst prediction being Leicester City, which a lot of us did overestimate this season. They went on to finish down in the bottom 3. But very good stuff here from Benjamin Bloom, proving to have the second best Premier League predictions out of the 16 of us in this video. But there can only be one winner, and in first place it is vizeh. He came second last in the Championship predictions video we did yesterday, but he has proved to have the best Premier League predictions this season. With 64 points, he won by quite a margin here. He did only get 2 predictions spot on, that being Manchester City to win the league and Nottingham Forest to finish down in 16th. His worst predictions being split here between Chelsea, who he overestimated by 7 places, and Fulham, who he underestimated by 7 places. Vizeh has absolutely smashed it with his Premier League ball knowledge this season, coming in first place out of all of our Premier League predictions. So then guys, that wraps up today's video. Do let me know your thoughts on all of that down below. I'm a little bit disappointed with my Premier League predictions, but I made up for it a little bit with my Championship predictions, which we did cover yesterday. If you haven't already checked out that video, do make sure to check out the Championship video we did yesterday. Like I say as well guys, do make sure to check out all of the channels of all of the people I have featured in this video today. They all do fantastic football content, so go and check them out. Thank you for watching this video today. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.